All right, fellow students, we're going to take a look at Psalm 119, verses 121 through 128. The 16th letter of the Hebrew alphabet is the letter Ayin, which has a numerical value of 70 and looks like this in the ancient Paleo Hebrew script. Well, looks just like an I, doesn't it? So I can mean, or Ayin can mean the eye, look or appearance. It can also mean a spring or a fountain. The letter Ayin in the following 8 verses speaks of seeing or understanding that can be certainly in a physical or a spiritual sense. Knowing where to look for salvation is crucial. Looking, which has to do with our spiritual eyes, looking to the God of loving kindness and his precepts. Verse 121, I have done justice and righteousness. Do not leave me to my oppressors. Looking at that a little more deeply, we see the first word of that particular sentence is asiti. Asiti, it means I have done. Justice and righteousness are a fountain of life. As we see, ayin can mean fountain. Verse 122, be surety or a guarantee for thy servant for good. Do not let the arrogant oppress me. The scripture says be a pledge or be a surety, be a guarantee. The word there is a robe, starts with the letter ayin. Help me to see that you are my surety or guarantee against oppression. Verse 123, my eyes, ayin again, fail or strain with longing for thy salvation and for thy righteous word. As we see here, it starts off with the word ene, which has to do with my eyes. The word strain, some translations say fail. Strain is a better translation. The cry here is, help me, Lord. Help me to see your deliverance through your word. This has to do with spiritual insight. Verse 124, deal with thy servant according to thy loving kindness and teach me thy statutes. Looking at verse 124, the first word is aseh, which means deal in Hebrew. Again here, help me to see in a spiritual sense, see, and sometimes even in a physical sense, see your loving kindness, your covenantal agreement with me. Verse 125. It is time for the Lord to act, for they have broken thy law. Not much to say about that one. Verse 127, therefore, I love thy commandments above gold, yes, above fine gold. The first word of that sentence is ayin lamed, or al. It means therefore. Therefore, God's commandments are a fountain of life, remembering that ayin can mean fountain. And we are now in verse 128, the final verse is, therefore, I esteem right all thy precepts concerning everything. I hate every false way. Looking into that a little bit deeper, we see the word ayin lamed again, therefore. I see rightly your precepts, remembering the precepts in the plural form is pikudim, or controlling principles. I see that your controlling principles are the true path, versus what it says here, I hate every false way. There is a true way and a false way, a right way and a wrong way, a path of life and one of death. May we, by the grace of God, walk on the path of life.